Assalamu alaikum dear students, hope all of you fine. Welcome to NIEVS Home School. This is Daliya Sultana, an assistant teacher, National Ideal English Version School. Today I am going to take a ICT class for class 7. Dear students, look at the board. Our today's topic chapter 2, lesson 8 and 9 reading done. Our today's lecture number 6. Okay. Now let's start our class. Okay. Chapter 2, our chapter 2 name is computer oriented devices. Dear learners, you know that computer oriented devices we means monitor, okay, keyboard, mouse, printer, these all kinds of computer oriented devices. Okay, after completing this chapter, and we will be able to describe the activities of different computer devices, explain the interrelations of different computer devices and identify the devices after drawing their pictures. Okay. Now lesson 8, input devices. Okay. Different types of input devices. An input device, keyboard is also one kind of input device, microphone and mouse is input devices. Computer devices are always upgrading themselves. The most modern device of today becomes old tomorrow. Besides, technological innovations are frequently coming into being. Think of the remote control device of the television. In future, we will get such a technology assisted television that can be operated only by oral commands. Are you surprised that it is possible to give input by oral commands now? In that case, the remote control device will be outdated. Technology is changing fast. So now that in class 7, when you will study in higher classes, many devices may be housed in a museum. In spite of that, we have to know about the conventional devices being used right now. Though devices will change, the concept of input, storage, processing and output will not change. Okay, here is a keyboard. The most commonly used input device for a computer is the keyboard. Input is usually given in all the devices of information communication technology through keyboard. Some commands should be given to have the works done by these devices. We enter commands into the computer by pressing the keys or buttons of the keyboard, and then the devices work as per the commands. So the concept of modern keyboard came from the typewriter. So it came from the typewriter, the concept of the modern keyboard device. Letters, numbers and characters are arranged in a line on the keyboard. Although the computer keyboard is similar to that of the typewriter, it has some additional keys of producing actions and commands. Usually English letters and characters are engraved on the keys, but keyboards of the other languages are also available in the market. Recently, Bangladesh government has ordered a Bengali layout to mobile phone of all brands. Okay, there is a mouse. Mouse is also input devices. You have already used an input called mouse. Okay, it's very popular input devices. So mouse is a very popular input devices, and it's very important for your MCQ. So it is also called a pointing device. Then we also call it a pointing device. Those who invented it first thought that it looked like a mouse. That is why it was called so. Mouse usually has two buttons and scroll buttons. Two buttons, left and right buttons, and this is a middle portion, and we call it a scroll button. Okay. Different ways input command in the computer. Different kinds of mouse are currently being used in the world. Common users use the standard mouse. The position of the mouse is shown on the monitor by a pointer that looks like an arrowhead. Okay. Arrowhead, the position change with the movement of the mouse. Commands to the computer are given by pressing the right button. The mouse is most commonly used in a graphics based operating system. Usually a program is selected by clicking the left button of the mouse with the pointer on the icon of that program, and a double click opens it. In a laptop, with a touchpad, okay, does the work of a mouse. So we use laptop, it has a touchpad. Okay. Then is a microphone. Microphone is also a input device. It is Also in input device, we can enter our voice, songs or any other kinds of sound into the computer through this device. We can see its popularity. In the internet based communication, it was invented long ago as it had been used in telephone. Now it is being used as an input device to the computer. We use microphone for voice recognition. So, microphone use voice recognitions too. Now move on lesson 9. Lesson 9 is also we read this input devices. Digital camera. This is a very popular as well as popular device nowadays. In the digital camera, it's used a computer input device standard started long after its invention. So, at first it was used in exploration, okay, especially in the exploration of space, but now all types of digital cameras are being used as input devices to the computer. By connecting it to the computer through a USB port, digital pictures are entered directly into the computer. Now webcam. Webcam is another kinds of input device. This web camera is another form digital camera. It is connected to the computer as hardware. Okay, connected computer is hardware. The webcam of the laptop is built in. Stills or video images recorded by this device can usually be input into the computer. Computer users can directly share photographs or videos among themselves by using webcam through network. Webcam is used in social websites in exchange views. It is mostly used by allowing the computers to act as video phones and video conference stations. The common use of it is a video camera for the World Wide Web. Web gave the webcam its name. That is World Wide Web. It is also used for security surveillance. This close observation is security of surveillance in the important national establishment, government and private organizations and residents. Since the camera is directly connected with the computers, it constantly feeds video images to a computer or computer network and the images can be preserved in the computer. Later, criminals can be detected by watching the videos. In our country, this device is used to control crimes. Okay. Now, scanner and OMR. Scanner is another kind of input device. Once we would make copies of documents by photocopiers, but we had to use the machine as many times as we needed to copy. But the information was not preserved. The machine that solved the problem is called the scanner. Okay. So, the machines that solve the problems is called the scanner. The scanner is the name of machine which makes digital images of photographs, printed or written documents. These digital images can be stored on a computer. Or OMR, optical mark reader. Okay. Optical mark reader is the abbreviation for optical mark reader, which is also an input device. It can understand information by analyzing the reflection of light. The nature of its working is like that of a scanner. Okay. There is a picture of optical mark reader and it's a very popular and it's now familiar to almost everyone as it's mostly used in evaluating answer sheet of objective questions in competitive examinations. The position of circles of the correct answer are previously stored in the memory of the computer. If the candidates fill up the circles of correct right answer, they will get the credit. Incorrect filling up circles even with the correct one will not give any credit. So, this system has provided the facility of assessing thousands of answer scripts in a very short time and there is no possibility of anomaly or partiality in the evaluation. So, that is why it is a very popular. Okay. Dear learners, today we have completed from chapter 2 lesson 8 and 9 and you read these lessons again at your home and read this again. So, see you next class. Allah Hafiz.